Hi, my name is Uchidee. This channel is all about fun art challenges. I hope through these challenges I can improve my art skill and share my journey with you. For today's challenge, I'll be using these POSCA markers to create in-store signage. Let's see how it goes. I know POSCA markers have been getting pretty popular recently, but my first introduction to POSCA markers were actually through the handwritten in-store signage at Japanese drugstores or local supermarkets. I've always thought it was so colorful and cute and interesting, and I thought it would be fun to try out. For this challenge, I will attempt to create an in-store sign for an ice cream store. There are lots of videos of professionals making this in-store signage, and one thing I noticed was they almost always draw out everything without really having a draft. Of course, being the challenger I am, I will try this way too. Prior to drawing this out, I planned a basic layout of the words, size, and color. Professionals can probably make one without this process, but I need an idea or I was going to mess up the balance. I started by drawing the letters first and then making them thicker. Before continuing the letters, they have to dry, so I started to do the base of the other piece, a girl with an ice cream. If the previous layer isn't dried, the colors won't come out flat and will mix in a weird way, but once the paint dries, you can easily layer other colors over it. That is why I'm drawing the illustration without the draft. Even if I mess up the shape a little bit at this point, I can adjust by using shading and the outlines. It's one of the cool things about using POSCA markers. Yeah, it's minty cool, right? The green is probably my favorite POSCA marker, and the base layer is done. The second layer is basically a white outline or highlight for the letters and starting to add details for the girl. By the way, the first time I saw something like this was when I visited Japan and went to a drugstore. At the time, I wasn't sure if it was printed or handwritten and had to get close to see, and I was surprised everything was indeed handwritten. As I was walking around the store, it was even more surprising to see the amount of handwritten signs. I was pretty convinced that the people working there must be talented and like drawing. That was until I visited the famous Don Quixote, a discount store for life goods. This store has this type of signage everywhere, and it made me curious where they get the signs. Like I mentioned earlier, there are professionals for this type of signage, but also what I was surprised about was there are workshops for people who work at specific stores to learn the basics of the signage, and they make it by themselves in store. It would be so fun to join one of those workshops. I guess now a lot of stores do just print out the signs, but there are stores that prefer the classic handwritten style. If you visit Japan, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it. Now for the black outline time. This is the best part because you can correct the size and shape, but you can also bring the whole piece together. It definitely makes a huge difference and gives the sign the pop art look. The first round of the outline was just to correct the shape, and the second round was to adjust the thickness for what I'm making. For some reasons, when I was working on this, the style gave me more of a graffiti feeling, and I was worried it wouldn't come out as I was hoping. But I thought the little girl illustration would bring the sign back to the style I had intended. Yep, I'm pretty sure this style of illustration won't be next to a cool hip-hop graffiti. Anyway, I planned to cut out each piece, so even if the colors went outside the black outlines, most likely it would be cut out, so I didn't worry too much about it. Moving on to the final details for the cool paper, I added the word deliciously to attract more people to the ice cream, and I also turned it into an ice cream scoop. Speaking of ice cream, my favorite ice cream is the amazing Hokey Pokey from New Zealand, though I've never actually been there. I had it for the first time in Australia when I was there on vacation. In case you don't know what Hokey Pokey is, it's a French vanilla ice cream with small nuggets of caramel honey. Oh wait, New Zealand ice cream in Australia made from French vanilla? Sounds confusing, but I promise you it's amazingly delicious. I really looked for one here in the United States, but have yet to find something even close to it. If you have any idea where you can find it, please let me know. In the meantime, I'll enjoy my second favorite, Yukimi Daifuku, that is mochi ice cream, but on another level of deliciousness. Most importantly, it's easy to find at a Japanese market in the US, so I can enjoy it at any time. Now, it's time to cut out all of the pieces and put everything together. The shape is big enough to cut with scissors, but I actually forgot the cone for the scoop of ice cream. So let's quickly make it. Okay, let's connect the ice cream and the cone by glue to make it one piece. Now it looks like an ice cream rather than a white alien that is labeled as deliciously cool. But I definitely don't want to try eating it. Yeah, we're almost done. Now I just need to glue all of these pieces here on this black paper. Starting off with the ice cream because this will be behind everything. I used extra glue to make sure it stays on the paper, but I was a little off, as you can see in the reflection. As you may notice, I used a couple of different types of glue throughout the process. This is because some of them didn't work well with the papers I was using. It's not based on preference, but was pretty much what I had readily available. Finally, I added a few extra words to attract people to the product. I know organic is a super strong keyword for food items. I just made it in green because I think that's the image color for organic products. But I'm pretty sure this color pink and green ice cream that she's holding definitely isn't organic. Now for the most important aspect of the sign, the price. This ice cream is only $1 for 2 scoops. I guess I should have made it bigger since it's such a huge deal. Imagine 2 scoops of organic ice cream for just $1 at your local ice cream store? I don't think they'll be in business for too long. And it's all done. Here is my final piece of my ice cream store signage. It came out better than expected as an art piece considering it was just my first time, but I feel like I should have changed the layout of words and what to feature if it's a signage for a real store. I only have a few viewers of my video, but if you happen to be an ice cream shop, I can make a custom sign for you in exchange for 2 scoops of organic ice cream for $1. Or if you have Hokey Pokey ice cream on your menu, I'll do it for free. Just kidding. That's it for today. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please click the like button below. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe. See you next time.